and welcome to Living with the Land Speeder, where we Star Wars-ify Disney parks one attraction at a time. I'm your host, Ryan, joined by my good pal, Katrin, and our other good pal, Derek.
Really good, pal.
Yeah.
Wow, that's just nice.
I don't know. I like to make you feel special.
I don't care who you are. That's nice.
That is nice.
Welcome back. We've been gone. We had Christmas,
Thanksgiving, Christmas,
New Year's.
I think there was like a 4th of July happened in there somewhere.
Winter solstice.
I was stuck in a hotel in Prattville, Alabama for 9 days. So
Who wasn't?
I'm back. Yeah, we were going there for Christmas with her family after Christmas. And we landed and we get a text. Oh, my wife. My wife. It's her mom saying, "Your dad has the flu. You can't come here. Or you'll get it." They're like, "It'll be a couple days. It'll be better. It'll be fine." I'm like, "No, it won't, because then everybody else that's there already is going to get the flu." So that's what happened. It just went through her whole family. We stayed in a hotel for 9 days because it was way too expensive to change our flights, like crazy expensive, and had fun in a hotel in Prattville, Alabama. If you know anything about Prattville, Alabama, there's a Target and it's a Walmart.
So you just had a great old time.
And places to eat. Yeah. We went to Montgomery.
Way more than my hometown. My hometown doesn't even have a stoplight.
Oh, there we go. We did go to Montgomery because that's where her brother lives, and visited him until they called and said one of their daughters was sick.
They got sick.
Did you see the angel in Montgomery? No one?
Well,
Go away.
we did go to we went to a very depressing museum in Montgomery, which reminded me of the horrid past of Montgomery. So the museum started out with, and this doesn't have anything to do with Disney or Star Wars. It started out with, "Sorry, this part of the museum's closed because we had to give the artifacts and the remains back to the Native Americans."
Oh.
That's how it started, and it just went downhill from there, if that tells you anything.
Imagine so.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's where we've been.
Huh.
I was in Alabama for a while. And I have some news. I don't know. Should I share the news now?
Yeah, I would. Why not?
Yeah.
Do it.
I'm going on a new adventure.
Oh.
What is this adventure? Tell me more, Ryan.
Well, for those of you that know or don't know, I when we moved to Texas, I became a stay-at-home dad and homeschooler our kids, and I do run a very cool kyber crystal shop.
The coolest kyber crystal shop.
The coolest. One of the few left. A lot of them have closed up. This is one of the few left.
Sure, yeah.
Works with the Savi's lightsabers. But, I wanted to help out more and do something else around here. So I talked to some of our good friends.
Who's been on the show.
Who's been on the show at Aponistar Travel. And I said, "Hey, I've thought about this for a while. I know a lot about Disney and Universal and travel. What would you think about me joining up with you and becoming a travel agent, planner,
advisor?"
Yes.
Advisor.
I know this more than you.
Well, yeah, because I'm just starting.
Well, also because they've been good friends of mine for a long time. And
they said they thought that was a fantastic idea. So I'm doing all the training. And if you need a trip booked, I'm your guy. Ryan at aponistartravel.com is my email address.
He's got an email address. It's official.
Yeah. I'll soon have social medias and stuff. But yeah, you can contact me, Ryan at Aponistar Travel, and we can hook you up with whatever you need to get you going on an adventure yourself. But I'm excited for it. It's going to be new.
I'm excited for you. And for professional disclaimer, I've been good friends with, and you have too, with Jen and David and the rest of their team for a long time. But I have people that ask me for trip advice and different things constantly. And I always just send them to them, because the one thing is, I need to be able to trust that if I give advice or I refer somebody to someone, that it's going to be taken care of well. So, there's a lot of travel agents out there.
And I told Jen, I said, I've been thinking about this for a while. Like, I'm the guy that when I have friends or family want to go to Disney or Universal, they call me and I sort of guide them through what to do. And I said, but if I'm going to do this, I want to do it the best. And I think you guys are the best. So that's why I want to do it with you guys. And she was like, oh, thank you. But I think they are the best. And so I'm looking forward to joining their team, their family, and doing some crazy stuff. Some new crazy adventures. So it's going to be fun. But
heck yeah.
And Derek's friends with them, and Katrin knows them, and we'll have them back on the show. Well,
friends with them.
You're friends with them. I mean, like you haven't
knows them.
Like you haven't like hung out with them in person.
I've used David.
That's true. You have used David.
Yeah.
Katrin's best friends with
David and not you.
Oh, he was my only person.
Really good. David Dollar is amazing.
You can come up to the dark side.
In fairness, I added him as my travel agent to help him out too. Because I was like, I like planning my own. So I like helping out our friends and I'll help you out too. So I'll plan 2 trips and I'll give one to David, one to you. How about that?
We could wrestle for it if you want.
Or I could plan.
I would love to see that.
No. You guys could
no
wrestle.
offense, but
you know what we need to do is maybe we can have a podcast network with Main Street Electrical.
That would be cool.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Get on really that.
Helps them.
That sounds like more work than I want to do.
More work. Now.
All it means is they're all together. I mean,
I know it. We could do that. Maybe we could. Not a bad idea.
We'll talk to them.
We'll talk.
Our
people will talk to their people.
I'll say, hey, boss.
That means I got to follow rules, though. That'll work for them.
It's the I Am Geek
Network.
Jen, I'm not following any rules. None.
Well, cool. Well, congratulations.
They may listen to this episode and be like, Ryan, we've reconsidered.
You guys, they know.
She's probably in a really good mood right now because Penn State is up 24-17 over Notre Dame with 6.5 minutes to go. That's her team. So
there you go.
That's not 2 teams that I thought would. Of course, I don't keep up with football.
It's
not 2 teams that I thought would be in the playoffs.
Sports ball.
Yeah, but there we go.
That's why they play the game, Ryan.
So what's on the agenda today?
Oh, well, today we're doing some Disney stuff and some Star Wars stuff, and we're combining the two to Star Warsify something Disney.
Any Disney news?
But first, there's some Disney news. The farts is back. There you go. The Festival of the Arts is back. Has it officially started?
I don't know.
I think it starts soon. They announced the menus, and the new popcorn bucket.
Oh, awesome!
The new Figment light bulb bucket. The light bulb is full of the colorful popcorn. There's a string that you pull that will change the color.
Nice. Of the lights, yeah. Because the last one was so popular because they had lights in it. The first one didn't. It was just Figment.
Yeah.
And it's funny because my mom came to visit right before Christmas, and I had my Figment popcorn bucket up on one of my amps back here. She's like, "Oh my gosh, that is so cool." I'm like, "I didn't know you liked Figment." She's like, I love that ride, and I love that whole area." I'm like, great. So for Christmas,
great.
I got her a bunch of like different Disney park scents from Luxaloom and was it circa 1955? Yeah. And I put them inside that popcorn bucket and gave it to her for Christmas. And she was like, "Do I have to give you the popcorn bucket back?" I was like, no.
You're like, yes.
You can keep it. It's fine. It doesn't really fit with my Star Wars theme down here.
Oh, I have mine sitting right there that a listener gave to me.
Yeah, when you got all upset that I didn't get you one. I remember.
I was very upset.
I know.
Cried for days.
See how much I cared about it?
You remember that I got upset, so you.
I do. That's all I cared about. Was your feelings.
I wasn't really upset. Yes. So, and they also other new Figment stuff came out. They have like a new sweatshirt that looks like Figment. It looks like you skinned Figment and you're wearing him. That's what it looks like.
I want to wear your skin.
Yeah. Rub the lotion.
It puts the Figment on his skin.
Yeah.
Oh, Notre Dame just scored now.
Oh, And I think there was a mug and a water bottle and some other stuff that came out.
I'm sure.
And then the food, also there's some interesting food.
There usually is at the farts.
There's a chocolate rose that looks like a rose for Beauty and the Beast. You can get
the reverb on that is
it just keeps on going.
This is the one. I think I've been to this festival like once or twice, and I think it's my favorite festival, but I never get to go because it's always this time of year, and I'm never there this time of year.
It's a good time to be there.
It's probably tied now with Food and Wine for me.
Yeah,
because we've gone so many times. Like a year ago in February, we were there, and we love it. It's a really great festival, and it has pretty much the same amount of food and drinks that the Food and Wine does, but not as bad of crowds. Now there's still crowds. I mean, it's Disney; it's always crowded now, but it's not as bad as Food and Wine.
I like looking at all the art and everything. The last festival that I was at, I think it was Food and Wine, I was very upset about it because I found out that one of the foods that I love to get at it is made with chicken stock, so I can't eat it anymore.
Oh,
so I was bummed. It's the potatoes. It's with the beer cheese soup.
It's so good.
It's made with chicken stock, which now I understand why I get sick sometimes if I would eat it. So can't eat that anymore. But yeah, so that's going on. Is there anything else going on?
The Big Thunder Mountain.
Big Thunder Mountain.
Closed for the next year.
I think it's for over a year now. They've pushed it back.
Like March, right? In March of 2026 or something.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's crazy. But they've already started taking it apart. They pulled out track, and that's promising. At least it didn't stay closed. And
Tiana's opened a little bit earlier than it was supposed to originally.
Yeah. So it's better that they come back sooner than
under promise over deliver.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So hopefully it comes back with the new effects, maybe.
Yes. Maybe a smoother ride. Who knows?
I don't know. I like the bumpy ride.
I do too. I mean, I don't mind it. It's fine.
Yeah.
But
but I think they said they're going to put some new elements and stuff.
I hope so.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope it's like elements like that go with Big Thunder, not like some Disney characters that they decided to throw.
I mean, maybe they'll put some stuff for cars in there.
They better not. I'll burn it down.
Here's the ones right in the wilderness. My own Wilson there for you.
That was pretty good.
I'm not going to try because you know how I do.
This is the wildest ride in the room.
Hey, everybody. This is the wildest ride in the wilderness.
The wildest ride in the wilderness. Yeah. We don't talk much about Disneyland, but on the other coast, they opened up the new Haunted Mansion store, and people have been dogging it.
Oh,
yeah, I was surprised. They said it looked like I don't know. I thought it looked pretty good. People were
no
like,
one's ever happy though.
No, they're like, it looks like a she shed from Lowe's. Oh. They did say that a lot of the art in it is AI art, and people are not liking that.
Well, that's not cool.
Yeah,
the zipper looked really cool though.
But it looked, somebody said that the zipper looked like the Mary statues from like
that's true.
Catholicism.
Catholicism, yeah.
Flashbacks of my childhood.
Which makes me think: are they changing? I heard there's rumors they're going to change the bride.
I did hear that too. Yeah.
So are they changing it to look like that and get no axe?
Possibly.
Yeah. I don't know. They've already gone back and forth about Nightmare Before Christmas redo. They were going to shorten it, and now they've decided not to shorten it. I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyways, that's the other coast. But tonight we're doing something different. We're starting a new little series.
We are.
Yeah.
At least one in the series, yeah.
Yeah, this is at least one.
The Shmee series.
Things that never were. We're going to Star Warsify something that never happened that was supposed to happen.
What might have been.
Yeah, but because of budget cuts or 2020, it just didn't happen. I thought this would be something fun and something different to do.
Mix it up in the middle of things. We've still got plenty of rides to Star Warsify. But
we should have probably done Big Thunder, but
mixing it
we'll
up.
save that.
No, we'll
we're good.
Yeah.
Wait for the reopen.
Yeah.
That's right.
But I thought about this because we've been talking. This is something different, something new for our Patreon subscribers.
We don't have a Patreon.
We don't have a Patreon.
No, go looking for
We
it.
can if you just send.
If
just
you
send
really
us money,
want
it's
it,
fine.
you can send us money.
And then I'll give you Ryan's phone number, and you can just text him.
Yeah.
If you want to give us money, we'll take it. But I was gifted a nice Christmas present this year. I've entered the new age of gaming, I guess you could say.
New. Had one for 3 years.
I said I've entered it because I was on the PS4.
You can't say the new world of gaming. You just say the world of gaming. As a matter of fact, they're about to discontinue that. No,
oh no.
Just kidding.
That's why it was gifted to me. They're like, yeah, these are all sitting around.
No, what did you get? I'm sorry.
I got
eat on your dandelion.
I've got back here an Xbox Series S. I've never had an Xbox before. I've always been loyal to the PlayStation, but I never got a PS5 because they're just too expensive. But this was gifted to me by family, and so now I'm learning the ins and outs of Xbox. And we were talking, the guys and I, we should start playing together online. Maybe make it so people can watch. I don't know why you want to watch, but
why not?
If you want to. So when we decided
to scream, I get unhinged.
Oh, you do?
I do. Oh yeah.
We tried this with
on there.
Yeah, we tried this with I Am Geek, and it was my brother and Katrin and myself, and I would trying to talk, and they're just sitting there like silent most of the time because they're focused on the game. My brother focused on the gaming, and so I'll welcome the yelling and the screaming. That'll be fun.
I'm just saying we need to watch somebody else's feed because I was the one that was streaming it and I'm not very good. And I wasn't trying to show you guys, and it's just me running around and running into walls and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was just you. It wasn't all three of us you could see.
Yeah, we got to figure that part out. But Derek's got a plan, so
I do have a plan.
We're gonna make it happen.
Yep.
Cool.
Make it happen, Captain.
I don't know what games we'll be playing, but
all of them.
Oh,
every of the game.
All right. So we started to talk about that, and which made me think, hey, we should Star Warsify something that never existed, that was about to exist, but then quietly got shoved under the rug. Maybe, I don't know, because they still haven't officially announced that it's not ever going to happen.
But they haven't said it.
But they haven't said it is happening.
But that's smart, right? Because they could change their minds.
It's sort of like they pushed it back and said, let's pretend nobody.
They did say that Epcot was done.
Yeah.
For now.
Sure. For now.
Once Test Track is done.
Long ago, many years ago, they announced the Play Pavilion, which would take place of the Wonders of Life old pavilion that still sits there to this day. Katrin, I don't think you even experienced Wonders of Life. It was gone before you went, right?
It was so great.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Because you didn't go to Disney until
2002 or 3.
Yeah, it was gone by then. I think it was gone in the late 90s. I remember.
Was it?
I thought it started shutting down in 98 or something.
Was that when it went seasonal?
I think so. I'm probably totally wrong. I know Body Wars wasn't there then.
No. I remember the hurricane thing, they're the natural disasters.
2007, buddy.
Are you serious? I feel like it's been gone for.
When I went with you, we only went to Magic Kingdom.
Oh, that's
for a day. Our $54 ticket. I still remember the price of that ticket. That's it was that's a lot of money.
But that's when it officially closed. So I'm sure. I think. After 2004 is when it started to go into seasonal.
So I went in 2005 for our honeymoon, not our honeymoon, but my wife and I.
No, our honeymoon. It's okay.
And it'll be our 20th year, by the way, this year. So that's why we're going back to Disney this year, which we go every 2 years.
Happy anniversary!
I'll make sure I plan you a good trip.
We did go to all of the places that we could. That was a fun trip. But
yeah, they started and then they they shut it down, but then they would use it for festivals and stuff, and now it just sits there empty. And the weird thing was after they shut it down, they left everything in there. So when they would use it for festivals, you could go in there and Body Wars would still be like over there, and
people would sneak in and steal
Cranium Command. Bucky's still missing.
Yep.
From Cranium, but they were going to turn the Wonders of Life Pavilion into something, a play pavilion. They never really gave us a fully fleshed out what the play pavilion was going to be.
Nope.
It just said a place to play. And the pictures, the graphics they had a bunch of different Disney, Star Wars, Marvel, no, maybe not Marvel, Pixar characters.
Like a
had Judy
monorail
Hopps
type ride thing too. That kind of went around it or something weird like that.
Yeah, something. It looked like a city, like a futuristic city.
Yeah.
And it was going to be based around play, so I'm sure there was going to be games and stuff, but it never happened.
Yep.
So since the building is still sitting there empty, and they've not said that they're going to do the play pavilion, we are claiming rights to it tonight. We're going to Star Warsify it. It's ours.
Star Wars.
We're going to go down there and take it over.
Yes.
Or we're just going to Star Warsify the bushes in front of it. One of the two. But we are talking about, do we each come with our own idea, or do we do sort of like we did last time, where we come on here and we brainstorm? From what I understood, we were brainstorming. From what Katrin understood, we fully fleshed out.
No, so this
at
is
the
how
beginning.
it happened. We said, let's do this. So today, I was like, I better get something together. So I started putting together, and then like I was in the middle of it. You said, "Are we coming up with our own, or are we going to do it?" Dadgummit. So
Derek and I we've decided that Katrin's going to tell his own, and we're going to go. That's very good. We like that idea.
No, we don't have to do that.
No, do that. We want to hear your idea.
Yeah.
And then we'll come up with we both have little
we'll come up with better ideas.
No, we have little things that we can talk about, but it sounds like yours is going to be awesome.
I hope. I mean, the problem with mine is that we didn't really know a whole lot about it. I didn't really know the building and how big it was going to be, so mine ended up becoming a whole new land.
Oh.
So, because I tried to look at the pictures and I'm like, this looks like a city, like we said, and it has all these different things you could do. There's games or activities you could do, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I kind of went with.
So, since you've never been in the building, is your land or whatever you want to call it?
It's a land.
Is it in a building or is the building?
Oh, no.
Is the building gone?
I thought it might, because my original thought was to have this cool looking skyline. There's the picture there if you're watching the YouTube. So like this city line, and it kind of does have a skyline, I guess, city line, whatever you call it. Skyline, that's the word. Yeah. But I think the more I think about it, I mean, it could fit. There's just this one part that makes it really big.
Yeah. I like that you took the time to draw this up for us.
Yeah, I did it while you were talking. Like Edna Mode.
Yeah.
I thought there was Judy Hopps. It was Joy up there in the corner. Oh, yeah. There is the little fox.
So Nick is there. Yeah, Nick from that.
The princess in the back here.
There's some cool stuff.
Yeah.
Is that the cat from Aristocats?
No, it's Mickey Mouse.
No. But whatever, it is what it is. How about that transition too?
Let's hear your plan.
Okay.
And then Derek and I will give our tidbits of what we came up with.
Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Welcome to the Tourist and Entertainment District of Coruscant, where you can experience food, technology, and games and other entertainment from all over the galaxy. Be sure to stop by Maz Kanata's, how do you say?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, Interstellar Tavern. Since the Halcyon has closed its doors, Maz has purchased the hollow sabacc tables from the Sublight Lounge.
There's only one.
And brought them. I know, but they're going to put a bunch of them. Brought them to her place for travelers to try their luck at this classic game. Enjoy beverages, tacos, and apps inspired by the unique cuisine of Takodana.
Takodana.
Donna's
Takodana. Next.
It's funny.
So that was my take on. There was an Edna Mode thing. She had the glasses. I was like, oh, Maz.
That's cool. But I love that she would Maz has her own taco stand.
That's right. It's apps and
pretty
taco.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Pretty great.
But you could play sabacc. I was like, that's the cool thing, because that's the whole thing is you're playing, right?
Yeah.
Next, take a relaxing ride on a Camino tube system. This semi-submersible ride, and this is the part where it gets big, is a perfect way to relax and also learn more about the cloning efforts and the Clone Wars. Your journey begins above ground, where you'll get incredible views of the district, and then you'll be taken underwater as you go across the land into our cloning facility display. And that's that one. So that's the one where it's huge. Yeah. But supposedly there was this Mark V thing that goes around kind of like the TTA from what I was reading. So I don't know. That's where I took that.
You could fit
yeah. Sure. In the Jedi training area, you'll learn the ways of the Force from various Jedis from across the galaxy. Test your reflexes in the lightsaber dojo. So again, taking it from the Halcyon, some things they already have, right? Let's put them in this room. Test your reflexes, learn how to move objects with the Force. And each season at the arena features a different Jedi, so you want to come back again and again. Don't forget to stop by the Jedi. And I didn't finish my sentence, but this is where you texted us, and I was like, "Oh, I guess some stop."
No.
No. Stop by the Jedi shop and buy your I Am Geek kyber crystals. So,
there we go.
There you go.
And then I've got two more here.
Your next trip with Ryan from
join the Rebel forces at the Rebel outpost in a unique experience throughout the district, where you help to crack the code and steal Empire secrets through a series of puzzles and interactions. This attraction is hosted by Dameron Poe and BB-8 using your datapad. Return to the Rebel outpost, where you can purchase relics from around the galaxy and apparel that will make you part of the story. And finally, test your blaster skills at the Han Solo shooting gallery. In this arcade attraction, you'll shoot targets using the DL-44 replica and see who shot first. So it's, again, try to still go off that whole Disney Play, whatever it's called, Play Pavilion, and have these interactive type things, not just attractions.
I love that.
I like that the Halcyon stuff is found a new home.
Yeah. I thought about trying to use the on the bridge where they have the training for defense and all that.
That would be
so I'm
cool.
stopping. There you go.
I like that idea. I'm glad that's an original Catron idea. No one else.
That's it.
You're ruining it.
It's a really great ideas that if anybody else says them,
yes,
they totally stole
it from me. Yes.
Yeah. Well, in that case, since Ryan and I are going to kind of riff, I'm going to go ahead and start by painting the picture of walking up into this new pavilion. As you see, it is now shaped like Darth Vader's helmet. Because who loves helmets more than Catron? Because every park needs a huge helmet. So as you walk in, now it's an exact replica of the Halcyon.
Yes.
the whole thing. They just took everything
I thought about that
from
too.
the resort and just put it in there.
You should have made it into C-3PO's head, because the building's already gold, so that would be sort of funny.
Well, yeah, but I didn't like that. So
I know. You can have red eyes, so he can be evil.
And Darth Vader is not technically part of the story in the house.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
I just like what I like. Okay, I'm dark side. I could have gone really obscure.
Exact replica of the Halcyon. Who would?
Yeah, and so in there you've got all your interactive stuff. It's spaceport, Jedi training, all that, Starship Simulator. You even have Droid Depot and a really good bar in there, because that's what we want.
Yes,
we just want a good bar. But I know Ryan loves this, and we pick on him for it. But to me, it actually would make a lot of sense, because they already have all the stuff. They know people like the stuff.
Yeah.
They've got a building that has space for the stuff. Go, Ryan.
Gut it out.
And
bring it over.
An easier place to get everybody into, right? To use those things. They've got the puzzles for down in the engine room or whatever it is, and all those things that they could just put in that pavilion, and people can easily get into it and have access to those things, and it doesn't go to waste.
Well, and I think it'd be really cool to expand on that, where you can make lightsabers obviously in Galaxy's Edge, but now if you could make them in this new pavilion, and while you're there, rather than just getting a normal kyber crystal, you get an I Am Geek kyber crystal.
Of course.
Ryan, continue on this idea. I know you got something, man.
It's just a big. The building is just a big building full of kyber crystals.
The buildings are made of kyber crystals.
Well, I love both of these ideas because I think this is to Disney. If you're listening, I think Epcot needs to play pavilion. Whatever form you bring it.
That's what I loved about Epcot was all of that stuff in the front.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because here's the thing. When I go to Epcot now, I love Epcot. Don't get me wrong. I love it. But I've found myself most of the time just walking around, eating at the booths, and then being like, well, what do I do now? Like, do I go wait in line?
Ratatouille.
Do I go? Oh, no. It makes me so sick. you love it. You love
just
it.
Take the 3D off like they did in Paris because it doesn't need 3D. It really doesn't.
I don't know why that ride makes me nauseous, but it does. That one and Guardians. I can't do either one. I'm an old man. But if you had a pavilion that after you're going around, eating around the world or drinking around the world, if you're of the age, a pavilion where you could just go have fun and play games and stuff, would be excellent. Now, I think that this would be the perfect place to bring something back. You'd have to tweak it a little bit because of the number of people that could do it. So you'd have to either make it bigger, or you'd have to go to the wake up at 7 a.m. and make your time slot. Get your time slot. Bring back the Void. If you didn't get to do the Void,
wow, that would be great.
It's amazing.
Just bring back all the stuff they took from us, and then Star Wars dessert party. I cannot believe they haven't brought Star Wars dessert parties back.
I know. You could have a dessert party in there, but Derek, did you do the Void?
Of course.
Yeah. Amazing, right?
I didn't.
Yeah, it was incredible.
Oh, no. Okay.
I heard about
it. It was amazing.
It was really great.
Yes. I did it at Disney, and then I did the Void in Dallas before it closed down, and they had Jumanji and something else there. But anyways, the Star Wars one was great. And the cool thing is if you didn't do it, it was like a 3D, you wear the visor VR thing. But they had physical props.
Yeah.
And you would walk around. So you could be, when the doors first open up, KS is like the droid is like in your face. And then there's another droid. And if you reach your hand, the droid is actually there. You can feel the droid. And you walk around, you feel the heat from Mustafar, and you can feel the blaster bolts sort of hit you.
Yeah.
Amazing. So I think that would be a great thing to put in there. You'd have to either have a bunch of them.
Well, you just partition off sections, and people could do different stories, and
I think you forget how big that pavilion really is because of all of the different shows that were in there.
Yeah, but
and that's with Body Wars. That's where they were testing. They did a lot of the testing for Star Tours.
Yeah, it's true.
So
I think you have
there's that
the Void. You have Sabak. I like the Sabak idea. The bridge training thing is really cool. The lightsaber training would be cool. The engineer room, you could have all the stuff from the house, and that's really cool. But yeah, lots of I think you just section it off, sort of like in that picture that you put up, and you could have different things. You could have stuff from the original trilogy. You could have stuff from the prequels, the sequels, and beyond.
Yeah. And really, I know some people hate all the IP stuff, which Disney's not going to get away from IP. Everything moving forward is going to be IP, or pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I don't really have a problem with it. It's not a big deal for me. But if they're going to do something in there, they should either do a Marvel, which they don't have we still don't know the contract terms of what they can and can't do for Marvel. It's like pretty much Guardians in Florida. There's not a lot that they can do. Or make Star Wars, because they know those two things are going to hit. No matter what, those two are going to hit.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if you had Star Wars, something like that, that was also play, where it's not like Galaxy's Edge. It's not fully immersive
Right.
land. It's about the aspects of it. It would be a huge hit.
And that would be a way to cover all of the different movies. Like you said, have something from each of the different seasons or whatever you want to call it of Star Wars. And then you're making everybody happy. It's just this place where, and that's kind of what I was aiming for too, was taking something from a bunch of different movies and putting it in there, not being too specific.
It'd be really cool if they took the dome technology from Las Vegas, or the sphere. The sphere.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting on Disney to do something like this.
Sure.
Because the technology's there, and it's only going to get more cost effective for them to do it, because look at all the projection shows they do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if they could have that technology in a building, here, Disney, just take my money. Like if they made a sphere that was Star Wars themed, I would probably have to move. I'm not joking. I would probably have to move.
Do it.
I want to anyway, but that's a whole other story.
Yeah, but Epcot really needs those
it needs Star Wars.
Well, it needs the type of what do they call it? What's the term that they use? I'm drawing a blank.
Interactive.
No, where it sucks crowds.
Oh, people eaters.
People eaters. It needs people eaters.
The one-eyed, one-horn flying purple.
Yeah, it needs people eaters, and I think that the Play Pavilion, whatever form they do it in, would be a great people eater.
Yeah,
because you have, there's not a ton of rides at Epcot.
Yeah.
So the lines can get long, but if you have people eaters that are geared to all ages, because let me tell you, the Circle Visions are cool, but the kids aren't gonna.
And those are over. Like, those were cool even for kids. I remember seeing it when I was a kid in like 1990. Yeah, and I was like, wow, that was neat. Well, they haven't changed it.
Mm-hmm.
So same video. Now it's like, are you playing this on VHS back there, guys? Like,
yes.
They did update the Epcot one and the China one, I think. It's updated.
They did. Yes, they
did. They've been updated, but not a lot.
So I think the Play Pavilion needs to happen, and if it's Star Wars, even better. Even better. I mean, you can have stuff that geared towards kids, because you have like the Young Jedi show. You could do stuff with that. I mean, even the little adorable things.
Well, and it keeps kind of in that space future. I mean, I know it's not future world up there anymore, but it would still fit with the theme.
Yeah.
And no one is going to argue if they put more Star Wars in. No one. Well, that's a lie. Somebody will get it.
Somebody will, but
not us.
Not us.
Not us.
What we're about.
And then it wouldn't look so awkward when you're coming from Hollywood Studios in your Jedi robe to walk through Epcot, because I've seen that many times. It's like people walking
because the gondola takes you right there
with the lightsabers and the robes at Epcot, and you're like, you're out of place. But
I had my lightsaber with me at Epcot.
Yeah, it wouldn't be out of place now.
Having drinks around the world, swinging that thing around. It's awesome. I'll do it again.
Now Derek is not allowed.
Went to the Japan Pavilion, had some sushi and some sake, and was lightsabering it up. You ever had a Guinness with your lightsaber? It's awesome.
No.
It's really good. You know what makes everything, all the drinks at Epcot better? A lightsaber.
Lightsabers?
Yeah, it's merchandising. Come on. Yeah. So for anybody out there that likes to do that tour of Epcot where you have a drink in every country, take a lightsaber next time.
Yeah.
You're going to love it.
Just take a lightsaber.
You're going to love it.
And some iGeek shot crystals. I do make little drink ones.
I have one.
Yeah. So they would work in Epcot.
I have the fuzzy tauntaun.
Start making the Epcot drinks.
There you go. Oh, wow. That'd be fun. All right. So now I need to go back just to go to Epcot and take my lightsaber again.
Well, let's go. I've got lightsabers.
Yeah.
Got tons of them.
So here's another thing. One. Speaking of that, there's a person in my neighborhood or like on Facebook Marketplace in my town that's selling a Galaxy's Edge. Like they made it at Savi's workshop for $100.
Oh, do it.
Oh,
Well, so I already have one up here that I bought from somebody for $70 in Nashville, and I'm like,
do
what?
it.
Like,
Is
why
it,
would you?
Is it version
sell
2 or
that?
version 1?
The one I have here is version 1. The one that they're selling is version 2.
Well, there you go.
So I think I'm gonna pull the trigger on that one.
Do it. Yeah.
Just make fun of my brother that much more because he's never gotten to do it.
Yeah. You can never have too many lightsabers. So, like,
True story. And I do still have, Dooku's Jedi blade, which
Just
I
his
love.
blade, not his hilt.
I have the hilt.
I do too. I have it right here.
Oh, yeah.
there you go.
Cool. Well,
So cool.
we'll get back to doing actual attractions, but this is sort of fun because there's a lot of stuff that they blue skied or they said that they were going to do. I mean, like the Mary Poppins ride.
Attraction.
But that we could actually be like, oh, they didn't make it. Well, let's make it better. Let's Star Warsify it because the space is sitting empty.
Hey, Disney, call us. We would be happy to be Imagineers.
Yeah. And I think I'm just going to say it. I'm going to put it out there. I think we should do a live show and we should Star Warsify Disney Quest.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Oh, really? But we'd have to get it where people would actually be in the comments and like do it with us.
I don't think Disney Quest is the one.
Oh, I thought that'd be a fun one because it's like multi-story. So we could do like a whole live stream.
We could do? We could make it basketball.
I was gonna say like Jedi basketball or something. That would be awesome.
It'd be a really big hit that everyone's gonna love. Basketball.
Basketball. It's so big right now.
I guess the Play Pavilion was going to be their next Disney Quest, but it was going to be inside of a park. But it didn't happen.
Oh well.
Missed
Until
Disney
next
Quest.
time, I guess.
Yeah.
But we do want to do some live shows. So
Yeah.
Exclusively
for our Patreon.
We don't have faith.
We don't have Patreon. I like how Patreon acts like be like the HR guy or the
now Ryan,
the lawyer of the group or something. Well, no, we don't have that. You can't say that.
We can't legally say that.
We legally can't say that.
I mean, I can start one.
We
Yeah,
can.
we can start
People
one.
want to give us money. I mean, I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, Cash
just
App,
don't wanna do the
Venmo,
Or
PayPal.
either.
No, neither. Just give us your money.
Slide it under the table. It's okay.
We want your money.
We want your money.
I
found $1.
If you do have money laying around, there's I Am Geek Shop on Etsy where you can buy Kyber crystals. And if you're planning a Disney trip, Ryan at Upon a Star Travel. There we go.
And if
Anyways.
that doesn't work out for you, David Dollar.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't like Ryan,
$1. And you
We
know
got a whole
what? David
slew of
might be a
people
little
in a
bit too much
drop-down
to
box.
handle too. So just call Jen.
Yeah, it's okay. You don't need me. It's fine.
Oh.
All right, so we'll be back. We didn't talk about. I know on I Am Geek next week, which Derek may want to join us. I don't know. We're going to do a roundtable for Skeleton Crew because next week is the last episode of Skeleton Crew.
We have to talk about that on here too.
Oh, we can. But you could come on. I'm Geek if
This
you want
episode
to.
was so good.
Did you see this week, Katrin?
not yet.
Oh my
Oh,
Sorry. I mean, it's fine.
so good.
I'm just going to go out there and say it's probably one of the best Star Wars shows that they've made in a long time.
Yes. It's really good.
It's so good.
When he cried, I cried.
I mean, I have not found fault with it yet. Have
I
you?
love it
Yeah, it's
so much.
so good. I did see an interview with Jude Law, and they said, without giving us spoilers, what can you tell us about the end of this? And he said, there's stuff's going to happen, and some people are going to be disappointed, but in a good way. So I don't know what's going to happen.
When he said that, I'm like, oh, it's going to be big. I know it's going to be big because they've done so good. The pacing is great. The story's great. We'll just talk about it next time.
Yeah. Yeah, but next week we'll have a roundtable where we discuss the whole series because the last episode comes out next Tuesday.
We should do that live on both channels.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah, we could.
I know our friend Ray Chase is going to come on. So maybe we can do something really big and because I want to talk about it, all about it. It's been so good. I don't even think there's a character that I don't like. Like some of these shows, you're like, there's that one character you're like, yeah, I could do without them. But
somebody did get unalived in this episode.
I know. It was a really cool way, though.
So awesome. It was so good. Katrin, you're killing me, Smalls.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's a really good episode. You need to watch it. And then you'll be like, did I do that?
It was like the last 4 episodes of Clone War cartoon.
Yeah,
or animated.
I tried to convince my family to watch it, and they want to. But my son said, I want to wait till all of them are out, and then I want to watch all of them together. And I was like,
oh, no. I mean, that's great. I understand.
Did you say, well, I'm not going to wait for you? That's what you should have said.
I need to watch it.
I have a Star Wars podcast, and
yeah. So I know more you, son.
So I end up watching it on my phone. So,
Oh. Yeah. Well, the anticipation
tomorrow, I think I'll watch. So I'll be working from home tomorrow because of the snow here. So I can watch the ones I'm missing the last 2 weeks, actually.
And play some Xbox with the two of us.
And play. Well, I gotta work, man.
Yeah, you're working. I know. I know.
Like today when I was supposed to be working, and I put together my idea for our. The play.
Hope your boss is putting things together. I did put together my Dark Falcon.
I have my door closed.
Beautiful.
Oh,
nice.
I really wanted that, but I just couldn't pull.
It's amazing.
The money.
It's amazing.
I really like the R2 unit that I put together. It's got some cool features. Cool. It's got these parts where it has tools that stick out, and you can take them off and put this white piece on, so it looks like the door's closed. It's like that's pretty cool.
My wife also got me like the 4 kind of R2 looking droids that you can put like rubber duckies on them, and
we got that too as a family gift. We haven't got to do it yet, but the little Leia figure that comes with it is already like worth like $70-$80.
Wow. There you
go.
Yeah.
I'm selling that.
Yeah.
Give me a link.
I found out that I have a Lego set. The only Lego Star Wars set that I have, actually the only Lego set that I have, is Jango Fett's ship, Slave One, when it was called Slave One, back Starship. There. And my son wanted me to look stuff up. He goes, "What's the most expensive Star Wars Legos set?" I'm like, "I don't know. Let's Google it and see." So we Googled it. Guess which one's on the list? That one I have sitting on the shelf back there.
There you go.
It's like over $1,000.
I'd be selling it now.
I know. Like, how do I sell this?
I have Slave One back here.
Bricks and minifigs.
I wonder if it's
Jango Fett one
though. No,
this is the Jango Fett one.
I mean,
and it comes with Jango Fett and little Boba Fett.
Oh, little Boba.
No, I have Jango Fett's mini helmet Stein.
Yeah, it's worth like $2.
From Disney. You're worth $2.
Speaking of Disney stuff, this is news. The bucket, the popcorn bucket.
We already talked about Figment. This is
the Trooper popcorn bucket is back. The helmet.
I did see.
Yeah,
came back today. I really wanted. I regret not getting that one because I was there when they first did it.
I do want that one.
Yeah.
If anybody wants to get that one for me, I will pay for it.
Yes.
There you go.
But yeah, so my son got a lot of Legos. He got the gunship, the red and white one. That's really cool set. He got the hallway scene with Darth Vader, and he got the Ahsoka scene and the TIE bomber.
Nice. I got a Droideka, and then
cool,
the Dark Falcon and the R2 units.
I was hoping he wanted the Dark Falcon, but he was just like, I don't know. I like these other ones better.
It's so good. It's my favorite set.
Yeah. Oh, well. Wow.
You got an Xbox, bro. It's fine.
You can live Star Wars in Battlefront.
Yeah, you can play Star Wars, Lego Star Wars.
Sometimes.
You play Lego Star Wars on there.
As long as it doesn't crash on you. You just can't play Star Killer Base. I've already downloaded like Jedi Survivor, so I need to play that.
Yeah. There goes the next 2 weeks of your life.
Indiana Jones.
Also amazing. Incredible game.
So there we go. And I did download Marvel Rivals. The trials.
Yeah, I need to do
Because
that.
I heard it's a game we can play together.
It is. Yeah, it's free.
Free. I've got so many Xbox games now that I could play that I've never played before. I can go all the way back to the 360. I can play freaking Bejeweled if I want to.
You can play stuff on the original Xbox too.
You can play Fusion Frenzy.
Fusion Frenzy. That's what I was going to say. Yeah,
such a good game.
So much to do.
You can play Goat Simulator 3.
That's right.
I don't know when I'm going to play any of this because I'm so like swamped with orders and now with the travel agency stuff. And homeschool. It's probably just going to sit there.
Oh, we have this time at like 9:00 on Thursdays that we could use.
Let's do it right now. Bye, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Just play games live on stream.
But thanks for joining us. We ran probably, not quite too long. But we'll be back next week with I Am Geek, where we'll do a roundtable for Skeleton Crew. And then the next week, we'll be back with Livington Landspeeder, where we'll probably do an attraction. We'll Star Warsify something. We'll make something into a giant helmet again. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, thank you for joining us either on YouTube or on wherever you listen to podcasts. Make sure you like, subscribe, tell somebody about us. Say, hey, there's these 3 semi-cool guys that are
handsome guys.
Handsome lads. You should check them out.
Yes.
Anyways, thanks for joining us. We'll talk with you next time on Living with the Landspeeder.
Bye-bye.
Bye.